This is Mike, NoStressMike.com. Just a little food for thought. Like I say, I moved out of the U.S. In 2003. I became a grandfather. I came back into the country. I wasn't here too long when I got in a gunfight in a convenience store, and then my wife had a couple strokes, and then it was time to get back out of the country because of my lifestyle and my beliefs. Made it difficult for me to stay here in the States. And now I'm here and I'm running around talking to people and different organizations and stuff. And one thing I've noticed since I've been gone, there's a lot of foreign companies scattered throughout the United States. Now, I'm wondering, I'm Chinese, I'm half Chinese, and I've studied the Chinese history. There's a long history there, and I've pretty much studied it, I've watched it, and I see what happens. China has got a lot of history that repeats itself. And so United States is still new, so we don't get a chance to repeat. We don't have a lot of repeated in history. But going by what I see these foreign companies scattered all over the United States. Now, the United States has a policy. Now, remember, United States, we're the badass on the block. I mean, we've got power. So we watch over our citizens and our investments. And in a foreign country, if an American citizen is having problems, we'll go in there and help them. That's what they say. Now, it doesn't always work that way. I know a lot of times that doesn't work that way, but that's supposed to be our policy. It's more evident in companies. When the government makes a lot of money or dealing with companies, big companies, and these big companies have an interest in a foreign country, the United States government will send their military there to watch over them and care for them. And I'm wondering now, I see all these different companies in the United States. Does that mean if something wild happens here in the United States, will these other countries, well, their investments, they have investments to protect. Will they be sending their troops in here to protect their investments? If we go by the Constitution, I don't think that's going to happen. But the way it looks, we're trying to ignore the Constitution. We're trying to say it's outdated and all this crap. And so I'm wondering maybe that will we have foreign troops protecting foreign investments here in the United States? I don't know. It's just I'm thinking on that. I see all these British petroleum gas stations, and I'm thinking, the British got a lot of money tied up here in the States. I don't think they're going to be too happy if the people here start getting a little rowdy. I think they'll want us to be a little calm and protect their investments. I can see how the British would work out a deal with the American government and bring in British troops to stabilize the situation. We already know China. We've been dealing with China, and they got lots of investments in here, and we owe them a lot of money. So we have no idea what the government has sold off or promised to China. I mean, I don't know if they've promised any of this public land, parks, and this type of stuff to China in case the U.S. doesn't pay its debt. Well, then it goes to China, these public lands. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying it does. I mean, I'm not a politician. I'm not into this kind of stuff. But China went through this all through the history of China until the communists took over. China has been divided up by either different warlords, different countries. It's always been like that. You heard of the Boxer Rebellion. Well, that's another good example. I mean, the British had a chunk of it, France, Spain. Everybody had a part of China. And when they started rebelling, well, the whole world came in and stomped on them. And I wonder, is that something we should keep in mind? I just don't know. Just a little food for thought.